Given the ongoing developments in Parliament today as it considers the financial papers 7 and 8, the Office of the President sees the necessity of advising the public about the APNU AFC Parliamentary Alliance and their reckless behavior in implementing a parliamentary agenda. The National Assembly of Guyana, in this historic sitting in 2012, has again made decisions that violate the Constitution, the laws of Guyana, and the commitment made by the parliamentary political parties at their tripartite talks to work together in the interest of Guyana. Minister of Finance, Dr. Ashmi Singh, had tabled in the Assembly on February the 10th, 2012, Financial Paper 7 and 8 for the consideration of the House. The financial papers disclose expenditure made through supplementary provisions by the PPP Civic Administration in fiscal year 2011. Expenditure that was made in accordance with existing law. The law provided for the minister at the earliest opportunity subsequently to present to the consideration of the House the expenditure so incurred. The initial reactions of the APNU and the AFC and in their parliamentary alliance and the joint parliamentary opposition spoke to their rejection of the expenditure and disclosing threats ranging from that outright rejection to censure, among others. The alliance continued its public rhetoric about unlawful expenditure. On February the 16th day's sitting, the alliance, in examining the financial papers 7 and 8, selectively at the level of the Committee of Supply, withheld its authorization of various expenditure items. The principle that the expenditure made by the minister and outlined in the financial papers 7 and 8 was in conformity with the existing law was repeatedly rejected by the APNU AFC Parliamentary Alliance. In that context, at the Committee of Supply, the Alliance rejected expenditure related to Office of the President procurement of security, surveillance, goods and services, expenditure related to the national events and ceremonies, specifically national awards and the inauguration of President Ramadan. Also rejected at that level was the expenditure for overtime that was paid to public officers at the General Registrar's Office, overtime earned during the claim and objection period leading up to the 2011 general and regional elections. Most bewildering of their rejection was the complete rejection of expenditure associated with the construction and site preparation of the touted specialty hospital Looking ahead, the APNU AFC alliance seems intent on cherry-picking and rejecting selective items of expenditure. It is anticipated that they will use their voting strength to authorize the expenditure for only those items favorably considered by them at the Committee of Supply, thereby rejecting recklessly all the other items of expenditure. Once again, the APNU AFC Parliamentary Alliance has signaled its intention to continue on the course of confrontation using their combined vote in the National Assembly, a use for partisan political interest. Regrettably, the APNU AFC combined vote in Parliament has now been used on 3 consecutive occasions in 2 cities in the new year 2012, used to undermine constitutionality and to disregard parliamentary norms and traditions. The very first time, and unparalleled in the history of the legislature of Guyana, the APNU AFC collaborated to have both Speaker and Deputy Speaker belonging to the same side in the House. On the second occasion, APNU AFC combined vote was used to establish the composition of the Committee of Selection that ignored the constitutional principle of proportionality among the parties therein represented. In this today, the latest and the third time, the AFC and APNU alliance rejected authorizing lawful expenditure by the administration that was outlined in Financial Papers 7 and 8. These 3 consecutive acts have conjured the spectacle of the parliamentary opposition parties collaborating on frustrating the implementation of the PPPC executive parliamentary program. The action today is narrow-minded, totally without merit, and indeed have dealt the consensus being sought among the parliamentary political parties on acting in Guyana's best interest a considerable negative blow. Thank you.